Yeah, puppies. Just had the Tuesday for now, I think. What's the full name for Y food? It's literally called Y food. I don't know if you see that, JT. It is literally Y food. Banana, coconut, and berry. You can't go wrong with any of them. I don't know what the Y stands for. Maybe it's like, yeah, why food when you can have this? I don't know. I wonder if we can insert an intermediate waypoint. I wonder if we can put a Zedu in 9,400. Oh, yeah. Oh, Zedu 9,400. Wrong one. Well, that'll help. Avicii at 8,100. Could try that one as well. Okay, that helps quite a bit, because now I know I need to be down at a Zedu here. I need to be 9,400 here to be on this profile. So we can basically decide between Nicer and a Zedu when to descend. Fired Dinosaur. Interesting name you've got. Thank you for subbing, welcome. What did you get fired for, I wonder? Like, what was your job? Maybe your job was to, like, sit in the park and entertain people, and you got fired for eating the residents? You're not supposed to eat the paying customers. You're fired. Yeah, I don't... The longitude is like... I really want to fly the longitude next out, but it's like... The fuel burn is insane right now. I'm hoping they'll patch that aircraft. You can land wherever you want, Rockin'. Have you done a tutorial on setting up and modifying flight plans on the flight computers? I've not done the flight planning stuff yet. My goal with the tutorial videos was to get people flying. And then people were like, oh, can you show us how to do the avionics and autopilot and all that stuff? So I'm like, well, okay, well, I'll show you basic autopilot so that you can take off and just fly where you want to fly. That'll get you going. But yeah, next we're going to have to move on to more complicated subjects. Mixture leaning would be nice. Well, there's two ways of mixture leaning. One's a more exact way when you have like an EGT dial, and the other one is to basically listen to what the engine's doing. IFO and ILS. Yeah, I mean, the problem is with stuff like that is it differs from plane to plane. Like how you actually set things up will you can do an ILS approach in with something with no glass, you know what I mean? And watching the needles. Like you can do an ILS approach doing that. But it's way different to doing an ILS approach with like a full autopilot Garmin screen. So the same thing has to be explained in different ways. Yeah, concepts are hard to explain as well, Rizzy, because you tend to need diagrams, but I will try. Right, I'm going to have to take a bio break, guys. No, other players won't see your livery. Not yet. Yeah, I guess, Hawk. Right, back in a sec. Oh wow, the scenery's changed. What do you do? Consider a tutorial on reading use of approach charts. Much later on. These things can be complicated, and it depends how much you want to follow them. Mind if I borrow your setup? No, go right ahead, I don't need it. I'm delivering joysticks. You wish. Let's see what we're up to. $33 nautical miles. I think that waypoint's being hidden beneath KCXP. Lived a mile from Reno for years. Nice. Although it's very dry and barren, it is quite a nice, I don't know, it's quite interesting scenery, really. Uh, 212 RAM, as I said, it said approximately 1600 Zulu was the exact wording I used. Approximately. It will start when I end this flight. I'm going to end this flight, and they're going to shut down the flight sim, restart it, and we're going to start following the group route. I need to decide what plane I want to fly as well. I wanted to just use the Cessna 172. The planes are gathering. I bet they are. I bet I won't be able to spawn in. Estimated time en route is what ETE stands for. You're going to use a DR400. Ooh, that's a nice choice swapping. DR400's really fun. I don't know what to suggest, Tyler, mate. Because Bugs, arrival means something else entirely in the aviation world, so you wouldn't want to say estimated time of arrival, because arrival is all to do with arriving in airports and stuff, so estimated time en route, I think, was chosen for that reason, to avoid any confusion. Oh my god, I've just noticed something. Oh, Zedu is 10.4 nautical miles away. When you look at this, it just shows you the actual distance. The flight plan just sticks to the leg length. Which is correct. Almost caught me out. Let's descend down to 9,400. Watch your vector, Victor. It is getting a bit bumpy. And because we have no yaw damper, the plane's like doing this. And after that, we're going to go down to 8100 for Ivecchi. Oh my god. No, I don't have ultra settings. I have a high-end ultra mix. This is where we're going, into this valley. How do you calculate top of descent? Take the difference between your altitude and the altitude you want to be at, and then multiply by 3, drop the thousands, and that'll tell you how many nautical miles you need to get there. That's the, like, crude method of doing it. I don't know marbles, to be honest, dude. All the time I had in this sim in preview got thrown away when it released.
Oh, yeah.
Chili Blast, thank you for the bits, sir. Appreciate the support, thank you. I might set up a long-haul A320 and just leave it overnight autopiloting. See what happens. You tend to get a little bit of overbaked turbulence over these hills. Mul Vortales, welcome back. I don't. Kalari is not really my style. I know of him, I've met the guy, he's a nice guy, but I don't, you know, his video style isn't for me. Right, so we're going to keep going down to 8100. I am on live weather sniffer. Whether it's working or not, it's a different story. I did restart the sim, but who knows? Right, and then after that, we're going to Ivecchi on 8100, then we're on a bearing of 160. A 5-degree glide slope. Straight in. Set that up ready in case. Hypnos, how you doing? Warhawk, just purchased the Thrustmaster T-Flight Hotess 1. Decent choice for starter hardware in your opinion. Any of those are like good starter points, you know? Airport elevation, 4,700. Missed approach is like crazy. 6,600. Keep the descent going. I can't right this very second now. Just gonna have to wait until I've landed this plane. If she was on the wireless, she'd never have that problem. Right, we can see we're on 160. 4.5 nautical. So we'll start bringing the speed back. Oh, we are way above profile. 1 second. I thought something was wrong. The descent rate isn't right. I don't think we're going to get this thing in. Nah. That is not flyable. Hey, we're going around. I'd say what we'll do. We'll just loop and land because I need to get on with this multiplayer. I think we should have been doing more like 1,200, not 700 feet descent rate. It's fine. No, I didn't have a VNAV punched in. I just wasn't descending quickly enough. That was entirely my fault, not the autopilot. I don't tend to use the VNAV like at the moment. I just always assume it's not working. Just nosedive. Yeah, okay. Make it land. We get the flaps down and then we get some drag out of it. FAC is not down now. Although they're not accepting new members. It's not down, dude. I'll show you in a second it's not down. No, it's not technically down. The servers are alive. Just because you can't talk to them, because your DNS is broken, doesn't mean they're down. It's like saying FSE's down because your internet at home is broken. Well, no, it's not. Just your routing is broken. If their servers are listening on a public network, they're not down. That sounds like a vacuum cleaner. The reverse prop on this literally sounds like a vacuum cleaner. Whoa, where's he going? Bro, what are you doing? I don't see a pilot in that plane. That must be one of those new Amazon drones. You see, this is what happens when you let AI fly planes. He's like, oh, should I go left? Or should I go right? Or should I go this way? I don't know where I'm going. Oh, let's go this way. Okay. You wait till Tesla automatic cars at roundabouts. I cannot wait. Oh, there's going to be people getting out of their cars and beating up Teslas. You stupid machine. Meanwhile, this dude's having a bit of fun. Parking brakes set. Right. FS economy. How down is it? Doesn't look very down. 2,000 earnings. Oh, I forgot to fly it for a squirrel. No! I'd send her squirrel some money. Anyway, it's working fine. So, we shall restart the sim, and I need to spawn in here. SCPQ. Starting point. And then we'll start this group flight. Let's do this. Yeah, one of the waypoints on the way, this one here, is apparently not an airfield, so we're going to have to skip past this one. It's not in Microsoft Flight Sim for some reason, so what we're going to do is just overfly it and carry on, is what we'll do. We shall work around it. Right, I've just changed the title. Exactly, Hooch. It's all explained there. Quite a bit of low cloud. Last time I flew here, there was low cloud as well. It was quite fun trying to find the place. Could be interesting.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Spankabell, thank you for the sub. Maleficent, welcome back. Why don't you become a professional pilot that you can do all this in real life? Maybe I chose a different career.
Welcome to the Nut House.
If you knew how hard it was to become a professional pilot, especially in the given circumstances right now, you would know the answer to that question. I mean, have you ever wandered into a FIFA stream and said to people, if you like football so much, why don't you just become a real footballer? I mean, it's the same thing, right? Why would you play a sim when you can do it for real? Oh yes, Elron. There's an awful lot of pilots who have just been fired who have thousands of hours. And then you pop up with your 100 hours going, hey, can I be professional? Oh yeah, if you want to be a soldier, definitely play Call of Duty because it's the most authentic experience out there. Shooting people like, why are they not dying? I got 8 hit markers and the guy's not dead. What's going on? Why don't they respawn? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like some Harrier jump jet comes in. Oh, as if he got a 7-kill streak and pulled out the Harrier on me. Come on, bro. What was it? 7 kills for a Harrier, 11 or 13 for an AC-130, and then you get tier 20 then and get your nuke and end the game. I always thought that was hilarious. Put the game in the hands of the players to end. Yeah, okay. Great idea. Now, what should I fly? Quite like the idea of that DR400, actually. I might just take you up on that one. Take out the DR. We've got a livery for it. Aww. Don't forget to put your fuel on full as well. Or nearly full. What's the tail code for Chile again? Does anybody know what the tail number is for Chile? I did look this up last week. Yeah, search and destroy. I used to like search and destroy. You got more XP for search and destroy as well. Is this CC? Is it like 3 letters? I think it might be CC 3 letters, yeah. Okay, we want to spawn SCPQ, I think. We want to be on live weather. Air traffic is off. Live players. All players. All players, live time, no air traffic. That sound about right? And then I'm on the North Europe server. SCPQ. CC nut, I like it. I like it, dude. I'm going with that. I'm having that one. Sarcastic response. It was more of a humorous response, but it is difficult to become a professional pilot. I think I got a sarcastic message from people saying, why don't you just become a real pilot? Yeah, that was sarcastic in itself. What I'm saying is that in the Corona situation, it is very hard to become a professional pilot right now. As you say, it is cyclic, but Corona has dumped an awful lot of very experienced pilots onto the market, and anybody who's coming in or wants to be a professional pilot has got to fight against that. So that bit wasn't sarcastic. Oh my god, there's a bunch of DR400s here. Hey, it is cloudy. Holy smokes. How low is that cloud cover, I wonder? Right. Let's get that on. Let's call the stuff on. That's on both. Let me just get off the runway for a second. There's no shared cockpit currently in Microsoft Flight Sim. Why are some of these liveries like lime green? Very true, you're being furloughed by your airline. Thankfully, going back to instructing, but there are no corporate jobs out there. It's going to be very, very tough for the next few years for any professional pilot. But, you know, it's not unique to the aviation industry. It's the same in any, you know, like the cruise liners. I mean, they're completely wrecked. Yeah? Anything to do with holidays, completely wrecked. Anything to do with moving people. Theatres and cinemas are only just trying to get back on the feet. I mean, it's not a good situation. And let's face it, we still don't have a vaccine. You got most of your way through the PPL, it's incredibly difficult to get the flight hours. Yes, absolutely. Normally when you want to be commercial, you get your like PPL, then you'll get your CPL, and then you will do like instructing. You'll get a qualified instructor, and then that's the best way to get your hours up, because somebody else is basically paying the bill. And then when you've got enough hours, you can hopefully get employed. Skylar Bar, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome. Hello. You alright there? Slew mode, anyone? Oh, the only thing is we don't have a heading bug on this plane. Meh. Right, so let's have a look. We'll let people get in here. So we want to be flying on a bearing of 077 initially. This will be mayhem. It's always mayhem. It's fun. Just roll with it. Yeah, has anybody got a crayon? We're going to fly on 077 for 26 nautical. And we're looking for this group of islands. And on the second group of islands, there should be an airfield right here with 150 foot elevation, 700 meters long, so there's plenty of runway. When we take off from here, that one we're just going to overfly because apparently there's no actual runway here in Microsoft Flight Sim. So anyway, we're going to go out on 077 and see if we can find this. Probably stick around 2,000 feet or something. We don't need to be very high in that. We've got a lot of low-level cloud cover coming on here, which could make life very interesting. I don't think FS Economy's down. Alright, hopefully most people are ready to rock and roll here. So 077 is what we're looking at. Why is my oh my god, look at this. I'm clicking it and it's going in 10-degree units. I can't even fix my DI. Don't forget to press B and reset your barrow. You should be reading 500 feet. Press B before you begin, otherwise your altitudes are going to be completely off. And also check your fuel status. Mine's full. Other than that, let's see if we can find this thing. Gummy Monk, thank you for 43 months. Okay, we're Oscar Mike. Let's go. See if we can find this. So yeah, what we do is land, give it a few minutes, let everybody else get in, and then we take off again, essentially. (2,000 feet will give us 1,500 clearance. I'm hoping the cloud isn't too low. I reckon that's about 2,500, 3,000, that cloud. Alright, there's 09. 08. Compass. No, we're in Chile. We are in Chile. There's planes everywhere, look at this. How did he get up there so quick? I reckon he was already airborne. I'm just going to keep climbing, see if I can work out how high these clouds are. That's a good view. That's a really good view. Because some of the places we're going, we're going to have to be at like 5,000 feet, which is going to be a bit of a problem. How do you change? Click on your name at the top right, then. Click on your name at the top and you'll see your online status and then the server, which is probably on automatic. You drop that list down and pick North Europe. And then when you spawn in, you should see everyone. The best thing you can do, White, is spawn at SCIB, the next runway. Just sit there and wait for us to arrive. Right, I'm coming up on 2,000. Let's get back into cruise power. In fact, I'm going to go like 2,400 RPM so that people can catch up if they need to. What time's left before landing? I don't know. Let's have a look at our map here. Keep getting lifted and lowered by like wind turbulence or something. Keeps lifting and lowering me. It's crazy. No, there's no wake turbulence. It's definitely not that. I'm using your tracker. I'm wondering what speed you have it set to. It's all contained inside the profile. Just use it as a starting point and then, you know, figure out your own settings. I assume that is the island we're after, or the one after it. We can see some little ones to the right, and I think there's a bunch here, and then the one on the other side is where we're landing. So we're basically aiming for that. I always think it looks so cool when you get a whole lot of planes like flying together. Everest, thank you 13. Particularly weather like this, blimey. Yeah, actually the terrain around Chile is pretty good. I mean, you can't complain at this. It works really well around Chile. Africa's another good one. Mr. Manan, you don't max the throttle out. Do you know why? You know why you don't max the throttle out? Because you'll over-rev the engine. You see down here, if you max the throttle out, you will basically end up here, which is like the red line for the engine. Yeah, and if you so much as descend a tiny bit, those RPMs will increase, and you'll literally blow the engine up. So you see this kind of green arc here? This is your ideal cruise RPM. So really, I should be flying about 2300. Yeah, I should be like back there somewhere. That's your normal cruise power. Also, if I fly max RPM, right, and anybody wants to catch me up, they can't. There's your speed though. Outside is kilometers, inside is knots. So what's that? 90, 100, 105 knots. It's not bad for a little plane like this. Blimey, that cloud though, look at this. This is the Robin DR400. It's like the bigger brother to the plane I trained in. I trained in a HR200. But they're very similarly laid out. Does the difference in altitude and thus difference in air density affect the airspeed a lot? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It affects a number of things. Whoa, 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 whoa. The heck is that? My dial just went absolutely crazy. Wow. Did you see the altimeter then? It just gained like 300 feet and went back. Someone's done an improvement mod for this. Really, Dan J? Where do you get that? I don't believe the batteries can run out in the sim. I don't know, I haven't checked the failures to be honest. Right, so this island here should be this island here. And that at the back should be where we're going in. Like, literally about there. We're pretty much heading towards it. That'll be our first landing. I don't like the look of this. I think the cloud ceiling is coming down. There's no way we're going to fly into the mountains like this. You just hit the same turbulence and gain 300 feet. That's nuts. See, if they've got that, when they bring gliders in, you're in a glider, you suddenly feel yourself getting lifted. You're going up. Terrain looks like Wales. Just a little bit. I'm literally on the border of going into the cloud right now. Does anybody know what the runway alignment is? Not sure if it tells us on this. Surface hard. Magnetic variation. Is it literally east-west? Well, that's a load of guesses, none of which I can trust. That's 4 different answers to one question. Right, let's go about there-ish, I think. Alright. That looks like 1432, as Duck said. That's what that looks like. Where's the wind? Does anybody know? What's it going on 1-4 or 3-2? I suppose 1-4 is technically easier. Farmerborn, thank you for 9 months. 3-knot wind. Yeah, it's neither here nor there. It's fine. See some flashing lights. That looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Very busy at the next stop. That's because Whiteland's there, you see. Popular guy. Whiteland's there in 747. I'm sure there is Whiteland, like there literally always is, mate. So I think the runway should be there off that little spit of land, I believe. Is it a study level stream? No, we're just having fun. I reckon it must be there somewhere. Is that it? I don't know how many legs we're going to get through tonight. I just made a load of legs on the basis that, you know, it's better to have too many than not enough. I don't expect us to get all through them though. There's a Vrome partner. Oh my god. Oh my god, Vrome's playing. Wait, so we've got one in a 747, and Vrome's probably like in an Icon A5. And he's going to strap himself on top of Whiteland's 747. And they're going to go to the moon together. That's what's going to happen. Someone landed upside down. It's just a nice little approach, actually. I like this one. So many planes. Traffic. Traffic. There's a van! There's a... Why is there a van there? We're down. That's the main thing. I think I'll just go to the end and turn around. Well, that's the first leg done. Oh boy, there's no runway stops there. I was expecting a taxiway or something. Right, we'll let everybody get in. That was fun. Right, second leg. Hang on, parking brake, that would help. Second leg is a bit different to the published article, because apparently somebody spawned in here and it doesn't actually exist in Microsoft Flight Sim. So I think what we'll have to do is fly here anyway, because it's a useful landmark, and also those hills look nice. And then we'll basically fly 081, and then we'll get here, and then we'll fly 027, and we're basically looking for this big island. And then, after, you know, basically shooting through this valley is what we're looking for. Into Rio Negro, which is right there. So yeah, we won't be landing here, because I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, I know there's another one just north here. That's what you mean. SCYO is just a bit north on the same island. What, you mean like here somewhere? The trouble is I can't tell people where it is because I can't show people where it is, right? It could get rather confusing trying to land on something I can't see. Let's have a look. So there's the island. Oh, there you mean where that river section is. Let's see. Alright, let's try it. I don't know if this is going to work. In a slight change to the published flight plan, we're going to fly east, and then what we're going to do is we're going to fly along the northern coast of this. And we're looking for a little river. You might need your VFR map for this one. We're going to fly along the coast here. There'll be a big estuary going in. And then further along is this river here. So we're looking for the second river on the right. You got that? Fly east, catch the island, northbound, second river on the right. That's where we're landing. Hopefully, hopefully this will go alright. It is a change to the published flight plan. Anyway, initial heading is 081. Let's go. Trim buttons are working fine. I just think the trim in the game's a bit weird. Yeah, if you see Tesco's, you've gone too far. Whoa, what the heck? What was that? I just got lifted, like, insanely. It just went... Right, right turn. On to 081. That's what we're going for. You don't like the weather here, you're all over the place. Dude, welcome to live weather. It's unpredictable. I'm hoping it'll ease off when we get towards the main landmass, but we'll see. What happened to Sunday night trucking? It's Sunday night flying now. This is a Robin DR400. People are flying all kinds of planes. It's cool. Fly whatever you feel comfortable with. Yep, the trucks have wings. Whiteland and Rome, are you actually flying or what? Do you need a steering wheel to play this game? Probably not the ideal input device for flying. Whiteland reaches over from his stick. Yes! No, there's no military stuff in the game. Well, it looks like some of us made it out of there. His Rome crashed and died. Yeah, give him a chance. Donkey, 65 months. Thank you, dude. Time does indeed fly. See what you did there. Right. 2,000 feet should do it. That looks like the main island's ahead. Blue Army, how you doing, sir? Your kind of weather. It does look pretty good, I must admit. Getting lifted again. Look, Mum, I'm on TV. Thank you, Fandiddly Daniel. I think that's how we say your name. Martin Light, take 14 months. That's great, Martin. I think you're right. The cloud does make for a much more interesting flight. It also changes the lighting. Like, it really does. If you look at the sea, it looks so different when there's cloud cover. Yeah. Yeah, except in Canada, your winters are very, very different to ours. I think this is the main island, and therefore we're following that coast around there. I think that bit there might be the little estuary, and then the next one's the river. Do you use more time for Twitch or YouTube? At the moment, I'm pushing more time into YouTube. Fantastic, especially when the clouds just above you. Like I said, I think there's going to be problems when we get to the elevated areas. I think we're going to have some real issues. Reverell, we're on live weather right now. But for how long, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's nice, Greggy, so you can just like jump in and just faff around. See, like, you can do that on Truckers MP, but the problem with doing it on Truckers MP is if I jump into a city and everybody jumps in, like, all the roads will get clogged, whereas when you're in space like this, people can just spread out. Like, nobody's in anybody's way. So it makes it entirely possible. Looks like the cloud layer ends at 3,000 to 4,000 feet. Some of the sections that we're going to climb are going to require us to go at least 5,000. That could be a problem. And people can't drive, that's true. So the original airfield we wanted to land on was over here, but we're going to go this way and land on another one. Yeah, you see though, you see how the hills just disappear into the cloud? That's when it's going to be a problem. The Nick, thank you for 13 months. So you don't need autopilot, you just trim your aircraft, right? It flies itself. The hills are alive with the sound of screaming. You're not joking. Well, if you look on your VFR map, basically it's almost north-south by the look of it. I think I'm going to come in from the seaside, as it were, and fly whatever that is, 17 runway. It's going to follow the coastline round. 1634, there you go. I wish I had a heading bug. Ben GC, thank you for gifting a sub to ED. You're getting left behind at the 152, Joe. Why don't you, the 152 is a little bit slow. Why don't you spawn in at the next runway in like a 172? And you'll have some more power. Because the 152 may be a little bit too slow. You're going to be down like 10 knots on cruise. Welcome back, the Nick. Yeah, you've got a heading bug, Dusty. Thanks. It's like cheating, that is, having a heading bug. You probably got your Garmin screen next to you going, oh, yes. Yes, I'll find this airfield. No problem at all. You're not using autopilot. Good. Really rubbish gamer. Thank you, 26. Is it not a water landing zone? If you're in the A5, I guess you could. I'm just going to land on 1.6 and then I can turn around and then I'll be leaving in the right direction. After that, we'll be heading towards that valley right there. And after that, we're into we're into screaming territory. Taco, thank you for the bits. I shall try and make one this week if I can, Taco. Right, I can see the next river there, and it's on, wow, it's like literally on the river. Is this actually tarmac or is this going to be like a water runway? Is that actually a runway here? Watch out for the bridge. Dude, if this is not even tarmac, we're not even going in. It's a short one, okay. Is that it, though? Don't feel like I've got a visual on it right now. Oh, that's it. Crikey. Well, this is going to be a fun one. Wonder how many people will overshoot this. There's a few planes going, nope. Too high, too fast. Extremely short and a bit. It does look very, very, very short. I wonder how many people, possibly including myself, are going to end up on the other side in the water. This unscheduled stop of doom. Oh, he's coming in a bit hot. Floated it. There we go. That's slow mode. He landed and pressed the Y key. Well, nobody's gone off the back yet, so that's a good start. Oh yeah, there is a bridge at the end, look at that. Like, if you got it all wrong, you're going to be in that bridge. Okay, let's line up. That was a fun one. Right, so we are somewhere here. Ish. I'm not exactly sure what the heading is. It's about 027, but it's pretty obvious. Stay left of the big island and then fly through the valley. And we're landing at SCRN. This is where we're going to. Standard Creeper. Thank you for 3 months. You missed it. Well, get yourself set up and we'll get going again. Right, so when we get here, I think after this is where we're going to have a bit of a problem. So after this next one, you can see the elevation around here is quite high. And I kind of planned on flying up towards this lake here. And I was going to like dead reckon through the lake and then come down through that valley. That was the plan. But given the cloud, I just don't know how this is going to work. I do not know how this is going to work with that cloud cover. If that's not passable, the only other option is all the way around, which is going to take ages. Or just using the VFR map and getting into that valley. Because that valley there, if you look, it's like 1,000 feet on the edge. So, that, you know, this is entirely under the cloud here. But I don't think this lake is. I think this lake's probably in the cloud. So it's going to be a bit of a weird one. But anyway, for this leg, flying on 027 approximately. Should be a nice flight. You made it in. Nice. Okay, right, let's go. Fly the valley to the left of the magenta line, yeah. What magenta line? Oh yes, there's no collision detection. That's a good thing. That looks very, very moody. That's like something out of Lord of the Rings. Look at it. We're going to Mordor. Mordor. What plane? Whatever you want. Is there any erupting volcanoes? I hope not. I think I'm just going to go to like 1,000 feet. Keep it relatively low. You just saw 320. You're always going to see it 320. Have you not seen Whiteland's 747 yet? Oh my god, look at that view. Holy smoke, look at that view. I'm so taking a screenshot of that. Have it. Put that on your desktop. That is such a moody picture. Get back on heading. That's fantastic scenery. Right, so this is the little island bit we're after, and that's the valley, and the airfield is like in there somewhere. Actually, you know, looking at that cloud cover there, I'm hoping there's a way through this. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Listen, if you want the best screenshot tool there is, ShareX. That's what you want. Completely open source. Links to everything. And I mean everything. Captures GIFs, screenshots, windows, videos. You can have it upload to Imager, Dropbox, save to a local. It's unbelievable. Mindless Meeple, thank you for subbing. Yeah, ShareX. Literally that, ShareX. You install that, and when you've configured it, you won't look back. And the best thing is you can export your settings. So if you go to a different PC, you can export your settings, and it brings over your OAuth keys. So if you sign into your Imager account with ShareX, it'll get an OAuth token from Imager. When you export your settings, those OAuth tokens will be in the settings. So you go to a new PC, import your settings, you're away straight away. So good. But at first you will be a little bit like, whoa, what is going on here? But you'll get used to it. It'll take you like an hour or two. Set up your hotkeys for screenshots and you're away. It does really clever stuff as well. I don't know if I can show it or not, but like you see how it follows the window around? You see that? That's not showing you that, is it? Oh. It basically tries to guess what window you're trying to capture. Oh, you could see it. Cool. Yeah, so it tries to guess the window. So if you're trying to like a screenshot a dialog box, it'll just capture it perfectly. Or you can just drag it and, you know, like, say I wanted to capture just that bit. Not a problem. And then I get a pop-up menu. You can see that, can't you? So you can configure this menu as well. So if I say upload copy URL, it'll upload to Imager and give me the URL in the clipboard straight away, so I can paste it straight into you. Or I can save it. You can literally just configure this menu however you want. It's just like, I can't say, like, whoops. Once you start using it, you won't go back. Right. This is where we're going. Where's the thingy? Yeah, so this is where we're going. SCRN straight in. What a lovely view that is. (0220), thank you. Can't get over how good this area is. I tell you, scenery doesn't get any better than this. Especially with like the moody cloud. They need better water reflections. What you need is a new 3000 series NVIDIA card with RTX water. RTX reflection technology. You just wait till Tuesday. I bet you we get that stuff. So if you're here, is that it? I'm wondering if that... Oh, there's a little town here. I wonder if that's it. Can't really tell. But will it run Crysis? And will it run Minecraft at 120 FPS when I'm digging the dirt? Can you make my gold blocks look real? I want a diamond with RTX rendering. Nothing can run Minesweeper at 4K, Hannah. Nothing. See, when we leave here, we've got to climb up through that valley somewhere. There's a lake up here. I don't know why. Got to find it. Please tell me that's the airfield. Not someone's driveway that I'm aiming for. You hate Minecraft with a passion. I liked it when it was PC only before it released. It was nice then.